Okay, so I'm going to get started with some housekeeping. Morning, everybody. Thank you for joining. I'm just going to start my presentation very quickly. Hopefully you can see my slides and see my actual slides. Could somebody give me a yes? Who's on the panel?
Yes.
Yes, thank you. Thanks, Alex. Welcome everybody to the first day of the Severn Estuary Forum 2021. We're here to celebrate 25 years of the Severn Estuary Partnership and to hear all about the different projects, activities and different programmes of work that have been happening around the estuary over the last year or so, but also reflecting on 25 years of success and of change through the Severn Estuary Partnership and across the Severn Estuary. So today's theme is covering climate change, adaptation in the community. We've got a great programme of speakers. We're obviously going to be joined tomorrow and Thursday by other speakers who are going to be discussing different themes around governance and planning, a changing Severn Estuary landscape. So I really hope you can join us for across the whole of the 3 days. In terms of some housekeeping, audience participation is very much required. Of course, we would have loved to have seen you all in person and to be celebrating this 25th anniversary together in a meeting in Bristol as we had intended last year, but things have changed, as we all know. So please do use the Q&A box to ask questions of our speakers, use the chat function to ask any tech questions that you might have. Of course, your cameras and your microphones are all currently automatically switched off, but please don't let that stop you asking questions. It'd be great to have that interaction. The forum is being recorded, so all of the sessions will be available on our website and YouTube channel in the next week or so. So please bear that in mind. And we'd love for you to promote the forum through social media and kind of get people engaged online. So please use @SevernEstuary and 25 years of SEP if you're live posting or live tweeting about the event over the next few days. So today's programme, as I said, is covering climate change, adaptation, and what that means for our communities across the Severn Estuary. We have a really diverse series of speakers today. I'm going to hand over to Alex Minshull from Bristol City Council in just a second. And we will have a break at 11:15 before we finish with our next few speakers and a discussion panel at the end. So hopefully we'll have time to ask our speakers questions as we go. But if not, there will be an interactive discussion session at the end of this morning's talks. So just want to take the opportunity to thank you very much for attending our forum. It's a different type of celebratory forum than we would have expected, and we really hope that we'll be able to see you all in person at future events in coming months. But you can follow us for more information and all the posts about the recordings, about upcoming events, everything you need to know about the Severn Estuary Partnership through these different social media platforms. And just to kick us off, I'm going to show the celebratory film that we've produced to celebrate those 25 years of the Severn Estuary Partnership. And once I've done that, I will hand over to Alex. So again, I might need a yes to tell me that you can see the film when I share it. Can we see this? Is that coming up?
See your file.
Oh, okay. Hang on, the joys of working through Zoom. Try again. Share screen. Bear with me. Is that still just showing you screen 2?
Nothing at the moment. Or just you. I mean, just not just you, but
it's all right. I'm not offended, Alex. Let me just try that. It's closed.
It worked in the practice a few minutes
ago. It did, of course. Obviously, it worked absolutely fine. Let me just. This is the joy of having double screens. So if I do that. Bear with me, everybody. Apologies. But I've not shared sound this time. Hang on. Gosh. Disaster striking. Okay. How about now? How are we going?
Hear it but not see it. It sounds like I wouldn't like to say what really, but
apologies everybody. I feel like maybe we should hand over to Alex and I can show this at the end because there appears to be a technical drama. So Alex, I'm going to do that if that's okay. If you want to kick off the welcome talk and I'll sort out the sharing issues that we're having, if that's all right. So I'd like to welcome Alex Minshull from Bristol City Council, who's been the Sustainable City and Climate Change Manager and has a history of working with the Severn Estuary Partnership. So over to you, Alex.
Hi, thank you, Emma. And it wouldn't be a proper Zoom meeting if there weren't a few glitches. So yeah, thank you. I'm Alex Minshull. I am Sustainable City and Climate Change Manager at Bristol City Council, and it's my honour really to welcome you all to Bristol today. We sort of imagine that we're at our City Hall, and the sun is indeed shining in Bristol. So hopefully we can all have an enjoyable day. The good thing about being on Zoom is you don't have to tolerate the queues at the coffee stand, and hopefully you can control what the quality of your own coffee as well. Thinking back, Emma just mentioned that I had some involvement with the Severn Estuary Partnership, and many years ago, about 20 years ago, it was my privilege to work with Rhoda and with a gentleman from the Environment Agency called Roger Wade and many others to help draw together the first of the Severn Estuary strategies. And what I learned from that process, which was I say a long time ago, was the importance of collaboration and the importance of bringing together a wide range of different stakeholders from around the estuary, from both sides of the estuary, and with a range of different skills and expertise and sort of regulatory and managerial competences within the estuary. How important that was, but also that it's not necessarily straightforward. And I guess what we have learned over the last 20 years is that the importance of that collaboration has grown and grown as the challenges that we're facing have become more and more complex and more pressing. So Bristol, for example, like many authorities, have declared both a climate and an ecological emergency. And those two issues are brought together in very stark relief and contrast for us in the Severn Estuary. And we can see that it is both an amazing resource and an amazing place, but also a very fragile one, and one which is very vulnerable to both changes in the climate and changes in the ecology, both locally and globally. And so the work that we're doing, hearing about over the next few days, and the work that you're all doing in your everyday roles in helping to join things up and to provide more integrated solutions to climate change, to resource management, to ecological management, to planning and the built environment, are all absolutely crucial to the work the future of the estuary and the future of our region as we span that estuary. So I'd like to, without further ado, I'm the thing that stands between you and that exciting programme. So without further ado, I'd like to hand you on to your programme for the day and say welcome very much to Bristol, and we look forward to working with you in the coming years. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Alex. It's very